Deep beneath East Africa, a monumental shift is underway, one that has been quietly sculpting the land for millions of years. Here, the Earth is slowly pulling itself apart, gradually splitting Africa into two vast landmasses, a process as mesmerizing as it is inevitable. At the center of this transformation is the Afar Triangle, where Ethiopia, Eritrea and Djibouti meet, and three tectonic plates are steadily drifting away from one another. This area forms the heart of the Great Rift Valley, a vast network of fractures and valleys stretching thousands of kilometers, exposing the Earth's relentless energy. In the Afar region, the crust is so thin and delicate it almost resembles the floor of an ocean, hinting at the dramatic changes to come. Geologists from across the globe journey to this harsh landscape to study the birth of a new ocean, witnessing Earth's evolution in real time. Continents are never still. They drift, collide, and sometimes break apart, constantly reshaping the face of our world. Just as the breakup of Pangaea created the Atlantic Ocean, a similar story is unfolding in Africa, echoing the planet's ancient rhythms. The slow movement of tectonic plates is laying the groundwork for East Africa to one day become an island, though this change will take millions of years. Eventually, the Great Rift Valley will be consumed by a new sea, forever altering the continent's shape. The Earth is alive, its surface always shifting, a powerful reminder of the forces that shape our planet. Africa's ongoing split signals the dawn of a new era in Earth's history, a bold new chapter in the story of our ever-changing world. To truly grasp Africa's remarkable transformation, imagine pulling apart a piece of warm toffee, stretching, thinning, and finally breaking. This simple act mirrors the slow, powerful forces at work beneath our feet, shaping the very land we stand on. The Earth's crust in East Africa is being tugged by immense geological forces, causing it to split and form deep rift valleys that scar the landscape. These cracks and fissures are not just scars, they are the birthplaces of new continents. The Great Rift Valley stands as the most dramatic example of this process, a vast series of trenches that are slowly deepening and widening over millions of years, stretching from the Red Sea all the way down to Mozambique. Deep below, heat from the Earth's mantle pushes upward, causing the crust to bulge, fracture, and sometimes even give rise to volcanoes and hot springs. This heat is the engine driving the rift's relentless expansion. The rift splits along two main branches, the Eastern Rift, which carves through Ethiopia and Kenya, and the Western Rift, which runs through Uganda and Tanzania. Each branch is marked by dramatic landscapes and unique geological features. Between these two rift arms lies the Victoria microplate, a smaller piece of Earth's crust that is slowly rotating as the larger Somali and Nubian plates pull away from each other, creating a complex dance of shifting land. The movement of these plates is incredibly slow, just a few millimeters each year. It's a pace so gradual that it's invisible to us, yet over millions of years these tiny shifts add up, reshaping entire continents and altering the face of the planet. Today, scientists use GPS stations and satellite imagery to track this slow drift with remarkable precision, confirming that the land is indeed moving, even if we can't feel it beneath our feet. For the people living near the Great Rift Valley, the shifting Earth is a constant presence, a living reminder that the ground beneath us is always in motion, shaping their lives and the landscapes around them. This is geology in action, unfolding at a pace that dwarfs human history. Mountains rise, valleys sink, and ancient rocks are slowly worn away, all as part of this grand, ongoing process. The forces at work here are immense, yet incredibly patient, shaping the land over eons, creating the dramatic scenery we see today. Africa's slow-motion split is a testament to the relentless, unstoppable power of our planet, a reminder that change is always happening, even if we can't see it. The world beneath our feet is never truly still. It is alive, dynamic, and always evolving, shaping the future of continents and the story of our Earth. Rifting starts deep within the Earth, where the mantle churns like a simmering soup, its heat and energy constantly in motion beneath our feet. This restless movement is invisible to us, but it is the driving force behind the dramatic changes we see on the surface. Powerful mantle plumes rise from deep within the planet, pushing up against the thick continental plate above and gradually weakening the crust. Over thousands and even millions of years, this pressure builds, causing the land to bulge and stretch. As the crust stretches, it fractures along faults, most commonly normal faults. These cracks can extend for hundreds of kilometers, marking the boundaries where the land is being pulled apart. The land between these faults drops, forming a graben, a sunken valley bordered by steep cliffs. These dramatic landscapes are the scars of the Earth's restless interior, shaped by forces far below the surface. Volcanism is inseparable from rifting. As the crust thins, magma rises through the fractures, sometimes erupting in spectacular displays of fire and ash. These eruptions are both destructive and creative, building new land even as they reshape the old. This is why the Rift Valley is home to volcanoes like Kilimanjaro and Oldoño Lengai, towering above the plains as reminders of the planet's inner power. These volcanoes are vents for the planet's inner heat, evidence of the melting mantle below. They release gases and minerals that enrich the surrounding land, making the Rift Valley both dangerous and fertile. If stretching continues, the valley floor can sink below sea level, creating vast lowlands that are vulnerable to flooding. When that happens, ocean water floods in, transforming the rift into a nascent sea. Over time, these waters can carve out new coastlines and reshape entire regions. New oceanic crust forms along the rift's center line, pushing the continents apart. This process is slow but unstoppable, gradually widening the gap between land masses. This is how oceans are born, slowly, relentlessly over millions of years. The landscapes we see today are just a snapshot in a story that spans eons. The Rift Valley offers a rare glimpse into this process, usually hidden beneath the sea. Here, geologists can study the birth of an ocean in real time, walking along the very faults that will one day become a new seafloor. East Africa is witnessing the early stages of a new ocean's birth, a transformation that will eventually change the face of the continent. The forces shaping this land are the same that shaped the world's great oceans, from the Atlantic to the Indian, connecting continents and creating new worlds. The future of Africa is being written in stone and fire as the continent slowly splits and a new ocean begins to take shape before our eyes. Scientists aren't speculating, they're watching Africa split in real time. In 2005, a massive fissure tore open the Afar Desert, accompanied by earthquakes and eruptions. GPS stations and satellite radar track the plate's steady movement, confirming the Somali plate is pulling away. Lava chemistry reveals basaltic magma, similar to oceanic crust rising from the mantle. The rift is already behaving like a mid-ocean ridge on dry land. Seismic studies show the crust here is incredibly thin, sometimes just 15 kilometers thick. Beneath it, a mantle plume rises, fueling the rift's energy. All evidence points to one conclusion: a continent is breaking up. The transformation is visible, measurable, and unstoppable. Africa's new ocean is already taking shape beneath our feet. Creating an ocean takes millions of years, but the process is underway in East Africa. The Red Sea and Gulf of Aden began as rift valleys, just like today's Great Rift. As the land sinks, seawater will eventually flood in, forming a narrow seaway. The Afar region will likely be the first to see this dramatic change. Over time, the seaway will widen and a new mid-ocean ridge will form, pushing the plates apart. Volcanic vents in Afar are already erupting basaltic lava, the building blocks of oceanic crust. This is a rare chance to watch continental breakup turn into seafloor spreading. The Earth's crust is being manufactured before our eyes. East Africa is on the verge of becoming the world's newest ocean basin. The Rift Valley isn't empty. Millions live and work on this shifting ground. Fertile volcanic soils support agriculture, while dramatic landscapes draw tourists. Geothermal energy offers clean power, but life here comes with risks. Earthquakes and eruptions threaten homes and lives, as seen in the 2005 Afar event. Wildlife is shaped by the rift's unique lakes and valleys, Lake Natron's flamingos, migrating elephants and more. Changing landscapes alter water chemistry, migration routes and habitats. Rivers may shift, new lakes form, and air quality can suffer from volcanic gases. For people and animals, adapting to this dynamic land is a matter of survival. The rift is a front line of planetary change. Here, the power and unpredictability of Earth are part of daily life. The future will demand resilience from all who call the Rift Valley home. As rifting accelerates, so do the risks. Earthquakes and volcanoes may grow more frequent and intense. Cities like Nairobi and Addis Ababa must prepare for greater seismic hazards. More magma reaching the surface could awaken dormant volcanoes or create new ones. Major eruptions could disrupt agriculture, water and air travel across Africa. The sinking rift floor and shifting rivers threaten water resources in a region where every drop counts. The eventual creation of a new seaway will reshape coastlines and climates. A new ocean could alter weather patterns, bringing more rain and humidity to East Africa. Over time, these changes could even influence global climate and ocean currents. The East African Rift is a reminder of how local geology can have worldwide impact. Millions of years from now, Africa's map will be transformed. The land east of the Rift, Somalia, parts of Ethiopia, Kenya and Tanzania, will become a vast island, the so-called eighth continent. The chasm left behind will fill with water, forming the African Ocean. New coastlines will emerge, and cities like Addis Ababa could become coastal hubs. Maritime routes, ecosystems and geopolitics will all be reshaped. This is the same process that formed the Atlantic Ocean from Pangaea's breakup. The Rift Valley lets us witness continental drift and ocean birth in real time. It's a living laboratory, revealing the forces that shape our world. Africa's new ocean is a lesson in humility, reminding us of our place on a restless planet. By studying this phenomenon, we gain a deeper appreciation for Earth's ever-changing story.